Happy birthday, Sun in Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into your August reading with me, Lorien. Very, very happy birthday to those of you who were born in Leo for the end of July and August. I have a lot of relatives who are Leos, and also one of my soul sisters is Leo, so I know sometimes the very heightened energy that comes forwards when it's near your birthday and your solar return. And also welcome to those who have Leo in your rising or moon sign. Those are also very important, and this time is also very significant for you too. So I wish you all the many happy returns. As an aside, you can, from the Sun in Leo time, you can get a special birthday offer on my website. Just go to the link below and it'll take you to the readings page, and also you can look at the offers tab to see whether you would like the birthday offer especially for Leo. Now at the moment it may be Cancer because it's still in the Cancerian phase, but from about the 22nd of July it will be moving on into Leo, and that's when you can claim the Leo offer. So let's have a look and see what comes through for you. So we're going to have the Earth Magic Oracle deck, and we're also going to have the Chrysalis Tarot. And I'm going to put a little bit of a disclaimer here. This whole setup is just, I know people who've been with me since my altar. This is because my laptop stopped working. It is still a sacred space because I always cleanse it, but the reason that we're no longer at my altar for now is because I haven't got a laptop yet. And also, if you see the light changing a lot, it's because the clouds keep coming and going with heavy rain, and I live in a very, very wet, dreary part of the world that doesn't seem to want to have summer this year, so that's why. And also, this is just going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo. If it is more personal guidance that you're after, you can by all means check the link below to get a personal reading from me. And also I've started to do customised readings. If you don't see what you want, you can always ask me, like past life or something like that. If there's a specific thing you want to delve into, just give me an email and I'll see what I can do for you. So in the meantime, let's see what's coming through for my gorgeous Leos, my beautiful Leo. I actually had a call reading for about an hour and 40 minutes last night. So that's the 10th of July. I had an hour and 40 minutes on the phone with an absolutely wonderful spiritual Leo, and he was absolutely, and it was fascinating to listen to him. I should have paid him to have the tarot reading. He was great. But let me have a look and see what comes through. Leo. Alright, they seem to want me to stop there. Oh. Sorry, I'm just going to have to move that a second. You seem to want to come out. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. I'm just going to rub some sleep out of my eyes. Oh, right. I love the blue of this card, it's beautiful. Okay. Strong month for you. Really strong month. They don't want you to spend too much time thinking about what could go wrong though, if that makes sense. They want you to be more upbeat about things and not be afraid to take charge of your life in some ways. If something hasn't worked out in the last year, since your last birthday, if something has not worked out, don't worry, because now you have time to change it. Your solar return is incredibly important for you to take stock, look back, and then change. Now, we have the numerology, we have, universal 9, yada, yada, yada. This is the time for you to say, I like this, I do not like this. I cleanse myself from anything negative that's gone before. I start my new birthday year in a very strong place. So I think for those of you with Sun in Leo, this is very important. You have here, whoops, if I can get it, the sum of all your efforts. It's the Magician. It's incredibly strong. Ravens are often seen as messengers, but also a little bit tricksy. And I think that they are basically working in communication with you to try and show you the importance of what's coming in now. Now, it does seem to be, I mean, as I look at this, that could be the third eye, that little pearl, and that could be something around the ear or something like that. So to me, that's your sensory things coming in. So I think that you should be thinking with your third eye and trying to see with that as well, and trying to get all the information that you need, but also listening more to the signals, the sounds of the universe, to see the little bits of things that you can pick up. Like sometimes people hear the same song 3 days in a row. That is when you need to listen to what the words are saying, and when you've actually heard that, what you're thinking about when that comes through. You know, what kind of thoughts are in your mind when you hear that song? To actually, is it a response to what you're thinking, or is it just a message? This, I believe, not in the traditional sense of the magician, but is telling you that there's a lot of patterns coming in, and there are a lot of things very underneath, buried underneath what the surface, and these ravens are here to try and pinpoint that for you. There are jewels of information coming through to you that you need to work with and manifest to your highest good. And here we've got the Nine of Stones, which is traditionally the Nine of Pentacles. And this to me signifies the fact that you are going to be in a position where perhaps you want to just bury the past. Or you've kind of put all your things in organised, and you're now following the change of the wind, the change of the tide into something new, a new era for you. And I do believe that this could be, okay, they're now showing you're releasing some of these. So you're releasing some of these shackles, and you're releasing that kind of pain or the pressures of the past. For me as well, I actually see this as illness. I think you're shedding off some illness, or, you know, for instance, they look a little bit like gallstony to me. So if you've had your gallbladder out or had something removed or just kind of gotten over something, this is now illness being removed. This is issues being removed, emotional attachments, things that are holding you back being removed. So you can actually go and get your independence back, and the changes that are coming through. Financial independence, security, walking away from things that have weighed you down, and burying issues that have been in the past for you. Yay, Leo! Really happy for that card for you. So the poet is the King of Scrolls, so he's incredibly charming. Look at him. I don't know whether you can see. He's got beautiful long blonde hair. He's got all these, oh, it's a bit blurry, but he's a very hippie-like scholar. And I think with him, he does signify also somebody who could come and help you. Kind of like, I get the impression of a meditating guru almost, or somebody who can help you see things a different way. Not always a man, but I think that he may be representative of a more masculine trait. He could even be representing the trait of masculinity within you, and the need for knowledge and the need for exploration. Now, when he turns up in a reading, I often think that he's there to show you that there is knowledge in reading, and that there is not knowledge in seeking knowledge. You know, so for instance, I wouldn't mind learning more about that. But I think he also says to limit the amount of text you read, because everybody's got a different opinion, and you may be a little overwhelmed by how much you're learning. For instance, people may be looking at, I don't know, astrology, and then switch to tarot, and then switch to what is it called, Kabbalah or whatever, and then switch to this and it's not bad, but if you try and practice all of them at the same time, you could get overwhelmed. So I think it's kind of picking what you feel resonates most with you, and what you feel you can handle, because it's all right starting on a new path, but you don't want to take on more responsibilities than you can. So he's there, I think, to kind of guide you through that, and almost show you that there is a good balance to be had there. And the Seven of Spirals is that they don't want you to hide away from these opportunities that are coming through. They don't want you to feel like you have to safeguard your home. I mean, this looks to me like, you know, it could be sigils. In witchcraft, there's, you know, you make sure that there's things, and you can, you know, do that for protection. You do that from a desire and a will, and then you put it on something that you either want to protect or infuse with that energy. It seems to be that he's kind of wanting just to kind of hide away from some repercussions. But to be honest, I get the fact that you are in a stronghold now, and I think maybe you're bracing down for something in September that really is coming forwards for you in a very true, honest fashion. It could be a little bit of trepidation of the amount of changes that you've gone through, and now you're thinking, oh crikey, you know, what have I done now? But to be honest, this card is a very gentle strength. It's kind of like you're biding your time as well. You're making sure that you see what is true and what is not for you, and you don't compromise. That's very important, that you don't have to compromise what you feel is right and what other people think that you should do. And again, this is a beautiful card. It's Breach. It's about a whale coming up and having a whale of a time. But I do think this is you kind of coming to the surface going, enough's enough. Shedding off the weight of the water, shedding off that, making sure things actually just completely are blown away. And actually the whale energy here is incredibly important. Whales are almost like owls. They have a lot of wisdom. They're the majestic creatures of the ocean. They're the kings and queens of the ocean. They are supremely important. They have a beautiful energy. That's why people sometimes go in bits when there are beached whales, and there's so much, you know, it seems like that they are all here with a lot of wisdom to teach and a lot of love, and they are just incredibly powerful creatures, but they hold it within. They're not malicious. You know, these types of whales, they're very much just wanting to be, and they're very much I would say they're quite psychic myself, really. But I think this is basically saying that you have a lot of strength in you, and you are being called. This is the time for you to make a stand as to what you really, really want to do. And kind of like, okay, new year, new me kind of thing, and just bursting forwards. But you don't have to make any resolutions. You just have to make a commitment to yourself. Commit to yourself. Don't commit to anybody else's ideals. For instance, I do get the feeling that a lot of you are deciding to move jobs. A lot of you are deciding to move house. Or there is this kind of a thought that you want to change something about yourself, and it just requires a little bit of hard work. That's all. But there is definitely a new you coming through here, and there's a new kind of knowledge that you want to be seeking, and I do believe you're going to get that in droves. So it does seem like it's an incredibly powerful month for you, Leo. If it is more guidance that you'd like from me, just go to the link below and I'll be more than happy to take a look and see what energies are helping you in your path ahead. But in the meantime, I really look forward to reading for you in September, and I wish you all the best. Do leave me a message if you have anything to share, and also thank you very much for supporting me on Patreon and donating. That means so much to me. It continues my work on this channel, so thank you ever so much. In the meantime, take care, and I look forward to reading for you in September.